Yesterday we had a good initiation ceremony. There are some consideration on disciple and guru's part. So there are beautiful slokas in Bhagavatam about how Guru is as good as God, and we should consider him as worshipable deity, my worshipable deity. The sloka is Bhayam Dvitiya Abhinivesata Syat. So, Bhai, every living entity is Bhayabhit. What if I don't have bread and butter? What if I don't have a shelter? What if I don't have clothing? So, Bhai, everybody's afraid. Everybody is disturbed. Bhayam Dvitiya.
11:237.
Bhayam Dvitiya Abhinivesata. आप रखो. Bhayam Dvitiya Abhinivesata Syat. Isad Upetasya Viparjaya Smriti. You can open in your phone 11:237. Tanmayayato Buddha Abhajetam Bhaktaekasham Guru Devatatma. Translation is: fear arises. There are so many fears we are afraid of. Fear arises when a living entity misidentify himself as the material body because of absorption in the external illusory energy of the Lord. So, Maya, external energy of the Lord, Maya, and that we get absorbed in Maya. So fear arises from misidentification that I am the body, material body. So that's the root cause of all fears. Root cause of all fear is that we tend to think I am the body, material body. So, Bhayam Dvitiya. Bhaya arises when we think of Dvitiya, other than the soul. Bhayam Dvitiya Abhinivesata. Because of absorption. Because of absorption. So tat upetasya. So upetasya means we have turned our face away from Krishna. So then all by. Because we think we are the body. So from that by fearfulness comes. Viparjaya Smriti. Viparjaya means ulta, opposite. Viparjaya Smriti. I am the spirit soul. That's the real identification. But we, by mistake, misidentifying ourselves, Viparjaya, misidentifying. We misidentify ourselves to be material body. Viparjaya Smriti, forgetfulness. Tat Maya Atta Buddha Abhajit. Tat Maya. So Maya, we got captured by Maya. We get captured by Maya. And a Buddha who is intelligent person, Abhajit Tam Bhaktya. So worshipfully Abhajit. Once you worship fully. Tan Bhaktya Ekaya Isham. So with love and devotion, Ekaya means unalloyed, none other than Guru Krishna. With devotion, Ekaya, unalloyed. Unalloyed means Ekaya, only one alloy. Alloy means metal, alloy. So Ekaya means no alloy, no mixture, only pure Krishna consciousness. And Guru Devatatma, one who sees his own spiritual master as Lord and very soul. Guru Devatatma. One has to consider Guru as good as God, equal. Guru Devatatma, one who sees his own spiritual master as his Lord and very soul. Guru Devatatma. So, this is very difficult to accept. How is Guru is as good as God? Sakshad Haritvena Samasta Sastrai. So Sakshad Hari. So one has to consider Guru Devatatma, our worshipable deity. We should consider Guru as our own worshipable deity. So,
life and soul. Life and very life and soul.
Yes. Fear arises when a living entity misidentifies himself as the material body because of absorption in the material illusory energy of the Lord. When the living entity thus turns away from the Supreme Lord, he also forgets his own constitutional position as a servant of the Lord. This bewildering, fearful condition is effected by the potency for illusion called Maya. Therefore, an intelligent person should engage unflinchingly unflinchingly in the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, whom he should accept as his worshipable deity and as his very life and soul. Very life and soul. So we'll read through purport also, Prabhupada purport. It's a little long purport, so we can understand. So purport by Srila Prabhupada. According to Srila Sridhar Swami, the objection may be raised that since fear is caused by ignorance, it can be dispelled by knowledge, and there is no need to worship the Supreme Lord. The living entity falsely identifies with his material body, family, society, and so on, and he simply has to give up this false identification. Then what will Maya be able to do? In reply to this argument, Srila Siddha Swami has quoted the following words from Gita 7:14. Devi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya Mame Prapadyante Maya Medam Tarantite. This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to cross over, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross over. The living entity called Jiva Tattva is one of the potencies of the Supreme Lord, but the constitutional position of the living entity is Tatastha Sakti, or marginal, being minute. Every living entity is eternally dependent upon the Supreme Living Entity, Krishna. This is confirmed in the Vedic literature as follows: Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yuvidati Kaman. Among all the eternally conscious beings, there is one supreme eternal living being who is supplying the need of all the innumerable others. Katha Upanishad 2.1.12. Krishna Das Kaviraj has stated, Ekale Ishwar Krishna Arsa Pratya. Krishna is the only independent controller. All other living beings depend upon him. CC Adi 5.1.42. Just as the finger is part and parcel of the body and therefore must always be engaged in bodily service, we as part and parcel of Krishna, Mamaivan Sujivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana, have the eternal duty, Sanatana Dharma, of engaging in the unalloyed service of the Lord. The potency of the Lord that enlightens us in the Lord's service is called Chit Sakti. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that when the living entity develops a spirit of independence, he is forced to come to the material world, where he enters into various types of pity and undesirable behavior that creates a fearful situation for him. The Bahiranga Sakti The illusory potency of the Supreme Lord covers all the trance of the Chit Sakti and imposes one material body after another upon the living entity as a living entity for his gross sinful enjoyment. As further punishment, the living entity who is giving one the loving relationship with Krishna loses all power to perceive the eternal blissful form of the Supreme Lord, who is his actual shelter. Instead, the living entity becomes attached to many temporary phantasmagorical forms such as his personal body, the bodies of his family members and friends, his nation, his city with its buildings and cars and innumerable types of ephemeral material scenery. In such a state of gross ignorance, the idea of returning to one's original identity no longer even crosses the mind. In this connection, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has emphasized the necessity of accepting a bona fide spiritual master who is Rajendranandan Prestha, the dearmost servitor of the son of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna. The bona fide spiritual master is completely free from envy of other living entities and therefore he freely distributes knowledge of devotional service to the Supreme Personality Godhead. When the living entity who are inimical to the service of the Lord somehow hears this knowledge submissively, they become free from the illusory potency of the Lord, which has covered them, and thrown them into various miserable species of life. According to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, by the mercy of the spiritual master, the faithful disciple gradually realizes the transcendental position of Lord Narayan, who is served with great awe and reverence by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. As the disciples' transcendental knowledge gradually increases, even the Parameshwarya or supreme opulence or the Lord of Vaikuntha becomes pale in the light of the beauty of Govinda, Krishna. Govinda has innumerable potency to enchant and give pleasure, and by the mercy of the spiritual master, the disciple gradually develops his own blissful relationship, ras, with Govinda. Having understood the blissful pastimes of Lakshmanarayan, Sri Sitaram, Rukmini Dwarkadis, and finally Lord Krishna himself, the purified living entity, is given the unique privilege of participating directly in devotional service of Krishna, who becomes his only object and shelter. So this verse is very nice verse. Srila Prabhupada ki Bhayam Dvitiya Abhinivesata Syat. So Bhaya arises from misidentification. What is the misidentification? That I am the body. We are not the body. This is this understanding, I am not the body, I am spirit. Soul is the foundation a very strong foundation of spiritual life. In spiritual life, first thing you fix is, I am not this material body, but I am spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. So this understanding has to be there. This is foundation of material life. So Bhayam Dvitiya Abhiniveshat. Bhay arises from Abhiniveshat, Dvitiya, of understanding ourselves to be material body. Dishadupitasya Viparjaya Smriti. Tanmaya to Buddha apajita. So Maya immediately captures that person who thinks I am material body and bodily expansion is mine. So that is Maya. Tanmaya yato Buddha apajita. So we have to get rid of this Maya by surrendering to Krishna. Bhaktaika esham Gurudevtatma. Bhaktaika esham Gurudevtatma. That an intelligent person should engage unflinchingly in the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master, whom he should accept as his worshipable deity and as his very life and soul. So, Tanmaya, therefore an intelligent person, Tanmaya, he cross over the Maya. Therefore an intelligent person should engage unflinchingly in unalloyed devotional service to Lord under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master. Raguna Tapasana Yati. Srimad Bhagavatam 5:11-16. The soul's designation.
17.
Guru Harir Charanopasana Astro Jahi. This is we quote quite a bit in controlling the mind. This uncontrolled mind is the greatest enemy of living entity. If one neglects it or gives it a chance, it will grow more and more powerful and will become victorious. Although it is not fluctual, it is very strong. It covers the constitutional position of the soul. O King, please try to conquer this mind by the weapon of service to the lotus feet of spiritual master and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Do this with great care. So, Guru Harir Charan Upasana Astro Jahi Jahi Jito, conquer. So ultimately it comes to the mind. We have to cleanse our mind, Chetadarpan Majanam, by chanting the holy name. So this is very profound philosophy that we have to consider Guru, Devatatma, Guru as worshipable deity. Then all other knowledge will impart onto us and we'll get rid of cross over the Maya. And the Fear arises because of this misidentification that I am this material body. And bodily expansion is mine. That's Maya. Maya's definition is what? That I am this material body and bodily expansions are mine. So this is Maya's trick. We are not body, not this material body, and that all relatives and all other expansions, house and birds, beasts, they are not mine. So this, we have to fix it. Maya. Maya, by conquering our mind. Maya can be conquered by, we already read through, that Guru, Hari, Charan, Upasana, Astro, Jahi, Jito, Manko, conquer our mind. How? Guru, Hari, Charan, Upasana. We have to worship Upasana. Guru and Hari, Charan, Upasana, Astro, weapon, Jahi, Jito. So, we have to take our Guru as very serious personality in our life. So many things are said about Guru. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Chitete Kariya Kyarana, Nimune Asa. So Sansar Davanal is describing the quality of Guru and describing how he helps us. Sansar Davanal Lita Loka. He comes as a drawn, lowers down the rope on us who is drowning in Sansar Sagar, birth, death, old age and disease is Sansara. Mana is Sansara. Mana Man is creating our Sansar. Mana hi Manushyanam Karanam Moksha Bandhanai. Mind is the cause of our liberation, Moksha Bandhan, or Bandhan. So we have to liberate mind, make mind our devotee, make mind devotee, and it's very difficult to conquer over the mind, but by constant practice we can do. Conquer your mind means Guru Hari Charan Upasana. Guru and Krishna's lotus feet we have to worship. Guru Hari Charan Upasana. Astro Jahi. Sastra. Astra means weapon. Jahi means Jito. Conquered. So the more we are devoted to spiritual master, the more advanced devotee we can become, and in some cases even disciple, they surpass Guru. Of course, we should not think that we can surpass Guru, but in many cases we have seen.
We have to leave our intelligence. We have to leave our intelligence at the Then we take out the shoes.
Yes. When you go to see a guru, we should put our mind, intelligence, along with shoes outside the door and listen to him submissively. Oral submission. Here, submissively, we have to submit means oral reception. Guru doesn't need our help. Guru doesn't uh, require anything from us. But he is mercy incarnation of Krishna. Krishna Kripa Sri Murti. So we have to take full advantage of human form of life by taking shelter of a bona fide spiritual master who is coming in bona fide disciplic succession from Krishna. So Guru is one who carries Krishna around. Bhagavata Vida Bhagavata Tirthe Kurvanti Tirthani and Bhagavata Vida Bhagavata Tirthe Kurvanti Tirthani Antastasta Gatavrata. Because Krishna remains manifest. Krishna is in everybody's heart, demon or snake or a cow, human beings, demigods. Krishna is there. But in demon's heart, Krishna is not manifesting. He is dormant. He is dormant there. But in devotee's heart, he is manifesting himself 24/7. And that's why he's walking Tirtha. Because he's carrying Lord around. So he is walking Tirtha. Tirthe Kurvanti Tirthani. Antastasta Gadaprata. Because you carry Lord in your heart. So you are walking Tirtha. Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying to Vidurji. So we have to take this life seriously. Just Prabhupada said, just give one life. This life. What else are we going to do with this life anyway? There is no stereotype traditional acting. Take birth, grow, and go to school, educate, 25 years of headache, education. Yes, Bhavad Vida Bhagavata Tirthe Bhruta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadabhrata 1:13:10. My Lord, devotees like your good self are very holy places personified. Because you are carrying the Supreme Personality of Godhead within your heart, you turn all places into places of pilgrimage. Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying to Vidura. So, it's very advantageous for us to surrender to a bona fide spiritual master because it's just like jumping into bandwagon and just rest is just sit down and relax. The wagon is going somewhere to your destination, so you will reach the destination. But you have to jump in. So that jump in is problem. Everybody have a problem. Everybody should be initiated by bona fide spiritual master. But they all have a problem. I don't want to surrender. What is a surrender anyway? It is a help. It is help.
Like a glasses.
Yes, everything becomes clear. Material world, spiritual world, who am I? Everything becomes so much crystal clear when you accept a bona fide spiritual master. So we should study the spiritual master's qualities. He should be in disciplic succession. He should be Sishya Vatsala. He should be full in knowledge. He should be very stable in Brahma realization. He should be so many.
Addicted to Krishna.
Yeah, he should be addicted to Krishna. Guru must be addicted to Krishna. So, such bona fide spiritual master we should accept. So that makes us fortunate. So, simple example is given by Prabhupada that the spiritual master is on top of the well and we are drowning in the well and spiritual master throws a rope on us. So we have to catch hold of that rope. So catching hold of that rope is spiritual master's instruction. The rope is instruction and we have to catch hold of that rope. And then spiritual master can pull us out of the well. So this is very necessary. Bona fide spiritual master should be accepted as Guru. And what is his teachings, what is his lineage, and what are his qualities, his manifesting, and so many things. And disciple also should have some qualities. Tadvitti pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya updekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. So first we have to pranipat, full surrender to Guru. Prakriti rupena pranipat. There's full surrender to spiritual master. Tadviti pranipatina. Pranipatina. Pariprasnena sevaya. We should have submissive spiritual inquiry from a spiritual master. Kemi kene amar jare tapatrai ya nahi janiyami kema nehita hai. Sanatana Goswami used to know all this, but still he is asking his spiritual master, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kemi kene amar jare tapatrai. Who am I? Why am I implicated by three modes of material onslaughts, three modes of tap, or I don't know how I can be most fortunate again. Kenya amar tapatrai, yanai janiyami के मने हितो है मेरा, what is my ultimate good? I don't know. So we have to submissively inquire, tadviti pranipatin pariprashnena sevaya, and we have to serve him. Samitpani Sutriyam Brahmanistam. We should carry some gifts to our Guru, especially in old age Samhita. Samhita means wood for fire yagya, for cooking. Samitpani Sutriyam. We should, Samitpani Sutriyam. We should give oral reception, full oral reception, what he is trying to say. So tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena, submissive inquiry. Sevaya, we should serve him. We should serve our spiritual master. So these are the main three qualities of that disciples should have. Three main stated by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. And there are so many others qualities that disciples should manifest. So sky is the limit for this subject. I'll stop here. Anybody has any question at all?
So Guru Maharaj, when we do the chanting, that time, uh, sometimes, often our mind just goes here and there,
Yes.
right? So sometimes I feel that I should try to, although I should focus on the voice which I'm chanting, right? But alternately, like my attention goes to Krishna's altar or something, right? What I have heard about. So I believe that it is wrong.
Well, it's not wrong. Anything in connection with Krishna, if you meditate on that, that's good. That's good. So altar, form, pastimes, paraphernalia, his abode, his devotees, his service, prasadam making, offering arati, reading Bhagavatam, Gita, recalling slokas while you chant. All this is very conducive for chanting and controlling mind. So, mind is restless. It's very restless. We can try to control. Yogis, they try to control the mind by some yoga practices. So we are bhakti yogi. We should concentrate our mind on Krishna, bhakti yogi. So if mind goes to anything, anywhere which is connected with Krishna, perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. But the best thing would be that we focus on holy name itself. That's the best out of all. We concentrate on holy name. Then Srila Rupa Goswami is advising Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smartyo Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyochet Tistan Rajetan Anuragi Jananugami Kalam Niyatakhilam. We should spend every single moment throughout the life. Kalam Niyatakhilam Iti Upadeshasaram. It's always no other work. Just meditate on Tannam Rup Charitra. everything else will come automatically. Eating and um, everything, comforts, and everything will come automatically. The karmis, they don't have faith, but devotees has a good faith. Of course, you may not get sumptuous, or you may get sumptuous also. That is upon your past karma. But we have to learn to depend on Krishna and Guru. So let mind wander as long as we fix, our cells, including mind. Mana is sansara, the very cause of this sansara. Sansara means birth, death, old age, and disease. The very cause is mind. Mana is sansara, Upanishad. Mana hi manushyana karanam moksha bandhane. The mind of a human being are the cause of moksha, liberation, and bandhan. Getting ourselves in falling into material world, bandhanai. So most likely your mind will be wandering everywhere and there. Your mind just chant Hare Krishna. That's the advice given by our previous acharyas. Just chant anyway. Yes, any other question?
Yes.
Maharaj, thank you very much for an excellent class. Just one quick question is, out of Srilaru Rupa Goswami has mentioned 64 limbs of bhakti, and out of 64 limbs of bhakti, 5 limbs of bhakti, and the prime 5 limbs of bhakti, there is one is Mathura Vas. So Maharaj, how do we understand this? So what does it mean?
Well, Mathura Vas means, why Mathura Vas? Because Mathura is totally spiritual abode of Lord, and it is comprises of Sat, Chit, Ananda nature. So Mathura has a special culture. Mathura city, Vrindavan city, Govardhan, Barsana, Nandgaon, Gokul. They have certain vibe there, Krishna conscious. And wherever you go, that place influences you. So if you're in toilet, you get influenced by, oh, it's so dirty, very, smelly, whatever. Influence of the place. When you go to temple, the deity, devotees, holy name, and so forth, scriptures, they influence us. So similarly, when you reside in Mathura, that is conducive to our meditation, bhakti. Aho Madhupuri Danyat Vaikuntha Adhikari. Madhupuri means Mathura. Madhura, Madhu, Naman, Madhu Rakshas established this city. That's why it is Madhura. Then Mathura ho gaya. So Mathura, So it says, Aho Madhupuri Dhanyat. Madhupuri, Mathura is all glories to Mathura. Why? Aho Madhupuri Dhanyat. Vaikuntha Adhikari Asi, because it is greater than even Vaikuntha Gariyasi. Dinam Ekam Nivasyet. If we live there for 24 hours even, then Hare Bhakti Ujayate, we can get pure devotional service. Vaikuntha Janito, Vaikuntha Janito Vara Madhupuri Tatra Pirasotsavat Vrindaranyam Udarapani Ramanat Tatrapi Govardhana Radha Kundam. Anyway, this sloka comprises that why certain places are superior than other. Madhurapuri, Mathura, greater than Mathura is Vrindavan. Because in Mathura, Lord took birth. He Tite Adhikam Janmana Vraja Srasa Indira Sasvadatrai Taita Drishyam Dikshitavakas Tvaitita Sava Tvam Vijay. So Madhupuri, Krishna took birth and took off. Took off to Gokul to Vrindavan. So in Vrindavan is more better than Mathura. Why? Because in Vrindavan, Lord Krishna enacted a transcendental Ras dance on Jamuna. So Vrindavan is best. And better than Vrindavan is Govardhan, because Govardhan Krishna lifted with his baby finger, left baby finger, and uh, and so forth, so many leelas. But better than Govardhan is Radha Kund. Why Radha Kund? Because Krishna has his intimate pastimes there with the gopis and goalas. The pleasure grows of Vrindavan, pleasure grows of Radha Kund, and so many pastimes happens there. Intimate pastimes with gopis and Radharani. So that's why Radha Kund is greater. So it depends upon a particular dham. It's higher, lower, depends on how intimate Lord Krishna's pastime took place there. That much elevated places. So better than Mathura is Vrindavan, better than Vrindavan is Govardhan, better than Govardhan is Radha Kund. Because all these intimate pastimes, superiority of pastimes. So any other question? Yes.
So Guru Maharaj, is it good for a devotee to target to go to Vrindavan Vas or Mathura Vas after
No,
leaving everything?
you don't have to. You can have Muraman Vrindavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't stay there more than 1 month, whole life. But his mind was in Vrindavan. His Muraman Vrindavan. Man, he was absorbed, his mind was absorbed in Vrindavan pastimes. So, otherwise, you can retire there if you
Yeah.
want.
So after leaving, making
Yeah.
arrangement for family member.
Otherwise, live physically.
But retirement for you and retirement for everybody
Live
Hmm.
physically.
Live
is
physically.
By
preaching.
mind.
Uh,
He's saying live physically by mind.
Yeah, basically.
better than retiring in Vrindavan, you preach. People will put more trust in you because you practice whole life Krishna consciousness, have money and house and successful in karmi life. So they trust more, they trust you more, tend to trust old age. So better than living in Vrindavan is preaching. I stay in my house 1 month a year if I'm
Not
lucky.
even 1 month.
If I'm lucky.
They fall in there.
So-
in Kartik.
So it's just by default Krishna took me there. By
Mercy.
it's a sequence of event how I wind up in Vrindavan. But that's a home.
I used to pray to Simarani.
Yeah.
Vilas Ganjadi was.
So you don't have to go live in Vrindavan. In old age you can preach. Prabhupada preached until last breath. He took a U-turn from London and went to Vrindavan for his final stay in material world. Like that. Everybody, if all the ISKCON devotee comes to Vrindavan, and that is what is happening anyway.
Yeah, increase the
Vrindavan
price.
flourishing, yeah?
Increase the price of property and then
Yeah.
never go live there.
Yeah, because if Western people going here, then they will buy more
In
properties.
Chaitanya Vihar, 1.1 250, so 125 square yard, 5 lakhs we bought it, and now it is 1.5 crore. So
And now
It's going
Vrindavan is
crazy.
expanding
He
too,
was
no?
telling me to buy a whole line.
Yeah.
Because it was cheap.
Now, group are like, near your ashram, because they were like, renting their home, right? The rooms, they're
I
renting the
know.
room. It's like a hotel business they have started.
now the hotels are already building there. In my
2-3 in a
streets, in my street there are 2-3 hotels already. Small little street.
Yeah,
But anyway, you don't have to live in Vrindavan. You can preach for the rest of the life. That is necessary. That will put you on transcendence. They'll put you on transcendental bliss. Preaching is blissful.
Bhakti Tirth Maharaj, they asked him to go to Vrindavan. He said, no, I will die in Kurukshetra. I will preach and die.
Yes. Any other question? Yes.
I have Prabhuji's same question which Prabhuji has asked. I must say, like, his mind is very powerful. Like, but I am talking about myself. Like, what is happening with me when I start my chanting? So, like, from 1 to 10, I am good. Like, I am focusing on my chanting. Then again, my mind goes away somewhere. And after 17 and 18, it again come back. I need to say, like, what are you doing? Just focus on chanting. Then again, I come back. After 10, 15, again it will go away somewhere.
Yes.
So I just want to know, like, can you give me few tips to me, like how to, reduce that at least for the time being, and then later on I'll focus more on, chanting.
Well, Raghunath Das Goswami, he wrote a book called Manasiksha. So you can practice that if you can. But what I would suggest is let mind go everywhere, wherever he wants to. Base that if mind is with us,
Yeah.
chanting on holy name. But if not, let it go. Just chant anyway. Just like example, in a Jamilakyan is given that okay, so that sloka goes. I didn't recall that sloka, but it says that it says there that if you take a medicine without your mind being there, somebody gives you medicine disguised in milk or eating or whatever. And you have fever, 105-degree fever, but somebody give you medicine 500 milligram without your mind being there or without your, knowing even. So will it put an end to your fever? It will, because the medicine has a potency, isn't it? So, अज्ञानात तो अज्ञानात उत्तम श्लोक नामयत संकीर्तन मदम पुंसो देह देहो यसा नला agni anala. If you put your hand when your mind is there into fire, and when your mind is not, it is not going to make difference whether mind is there or not. You're going to burn. Why? Because the fire has a potency to burn yourself. So it will burn. Similarly, mantra is powerful. Holy name is Lord Himself. So if you chant that, your mind is there or not, it will purify you. It will uplift you.
Translation.
So,
Translation.
as a fire burns dry grass to ashes, so the holy name of the Lord, whether chanted knowingly or unknowingly, burns to ashes without fail all the reactions of one's sinful activities. So at least we try to focus mind. If we fail, mind takes over, then let it be. Holy name is pure medicine, and it will work on you. Your material existence will be finished. It will put an end to your material existence. Chant anyway. Chant. That's advice. Like I said, man, very culprit, Mana is sansara. Mind is, and trapping us into sansar. Manahim manushyanam karanam moksha bandhane. Moksha bandhan. Mind is the cause. But forget about mind. If it is not there, just try as much as you can. Abhyasena kaunteya vairagyena uchyate. The mind, if you want to control mind, then you have to have abhyas, constant practice, and vairagya. Vairagya means,
You said in one of your quotes that every moment we should contemplate how can I please Krishna.
yeah. How can I please Krishna? So, Krishna is pleased no matter what mind is there or not. He is pleased when you glorify Him through His holy name. Krishna is pleased whether mind is there or not. Good if mind is there. We are not advocating the mind should not be there, but good if mind is there. If not, let it be whatever. Like I sent that quote from Bhaktivinoda Thakur from Adi Puran. Maybe all of you are not on Telegram.
All of them are telling.
Huh?
Yeah, everybody. He is not. Everybody else is fertile.
So then, why we didn't get that quote, Adipura? Any other question?
Yes, Guru.
Yes.
Oh, he has to. You want to go?
Like every time I want to do more than my grade levels rounds, but I don't get time to. Like, what do I do if I don't have enough time to do more than like 3 rounds?
That's good for you. 3 rounds is very good.
He was the kind
You
of
chant 3 rounds?
Sometimes, but sometimes I do 1 or sometimes I do 0.
Wonderful. You're doing 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
What should I
Well, you
Yeah.
cut down
Your
cut
play.
down on your telephone. You know, cut down on your
Play.
play. Cut down.
Watching
While going
TV.
to school, you can chant. While coming from school, you can chant also. Just go into the corner of his bus. You take bus?
Car.
Oh, your
No,
papa.
walking.
Walking? Walking distance.
Even better.
So while walking, you can chant to yourself. The cold will not bother you also.
By the counter.
Oh, yes.
Guru Maharaj, my question is that it is based on the subject that you mentioned right now, that we keep associating ourselves with the body. Like we identify. So let's say I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm in too much pain, right? I'll just, first thing I would like to do is, okay, why don't I just sleep and maybe I'll chant tomorrow. Maybe I'll make up for the rounds that are left today, tomorrow. Another thing is, let's say that if there is any argument in the household, I often feel that maybe Grast Jeevan is more difficult in comparison to a life wherein
Sannyasi ji.
person could renounce everything and then could go and just focus on Krishna and just chant and everything. But with so many things around, it's like a lot of responsibilities that we have. And if there is any argument or something, we still want to win. For example, the self, like the false ego is always there. If there is an argument between husband and wife, we always want to win. We always want to just, because still we are identifying ourselves with the body. Although we chant, maybe because the chanting is not pure. So the question is coming around, will there be a personality change where we can not associate ourselves with the body, and we can, feel more humble, leave those
Yes, by chanting, your personality will totally change to 180 degrees. But it takes time, a little time.
things. Yeah. I feel
What I was and what I am today is completely, you can't imagine that I'll be what I am right now. So, a perfect nonsense can become good devotee, So it takes time. Give time.
Since it's
Yeah.
so difficult
In
that
your
we
Huh?
keep having arguments and everything, and then we feel like it is so difficult to chant now because the mind keeps going here and there, things of taking care of the kid, cooking food, doing office, then solving the arguments, and then when we chant, it's like, when can I focus on now Krishna and have some peaceful time to now chant?
So in
When
your,
that is the priority.
in your
Problem is that every lady here is working. That's a problem. Ladies should take care of a household, but they all wind up working. So what can you expect? 9 hours goes into work, including traveling, and then come home and cook for family and laundry and sweeping, mopping, and pots and pans and too much, and 2 hours of chanting. Unless you give priority, you don't do anything before you chant 16 rounds. So that means you have to get up little early and go to bed early, like that. But ladies have thankless task in this
in your book,
part of the world.
in your marriage book, you said If there's a argument, then you let other person win.
Yes, you should. Did you read my book on marriage?
Sacred marriage.
Yes, they have
Sacred marriage.
Secret of
Sacred marriage.
Oh, yeah, you had a lecture in the.
No, you have the books too, no?
There's a book, so read that.
No, she's saying that when one of the retreat they had the presentation.
Yes,
She read
yes.
it.
So in there it says that if there is argument, that let other person win. Then you will be peaceful.
Many a time it is our fault. You keep absorbing whatever is coming to you. Just keep absorbing. Remain Mr. Cool. Keep absorb. I so much I absorb from her.
Maharaj, increase tolerance.
Yes.
Increase tolerance.
Increase tolerance. Keep absorbing. Yes. Yes. It will happen. It happen or not, who knows? But yes. Yeah. Just keep absorbing and let it be. If there is argument after absorbing, then I couldn't do. Say that I couldn't do. I don't have enough time, or I don't have ability, or whatever. So you have to become a perfect devotee and learn all these tricks. Learn the tricks of living, art of living. These are all tricks. We have to learn the tricks. So many tricks. Yes.
Maharaj, I mentioned that. So, if the question is that the other person is saying, "I will do chanting," and it doesn't do, right? So, as you mentioned, that he will agree to what I will do, and sometimes he'll say that I didn't get time, right? So, when the question is chanting and the grahasti, what is should be given importance?
Well, he says, I'll do. So one day he will wind up doing. We have to have patience. But he is a nonsense number one. And snatch your mala away. I don't want to chant and so much nonsense. Then there is no hope. But if I'll do means there is hope. One day he will do. There is a hope, big hope.
So, Guru Maharaj, I have a question. So, if we fear of something, then we always try to focus on that and try to resolve that first. Now, we are fear of Krishna. Should we have fear of Krishna or should we have prem for Krishna? Right? So, or is it like fear will gradually become prem? Because if we have fear, then we will be doing that thing first without all other things.
But it is Vedic bhakti. Out of fear you practice. And that Vedic bhakti will lead you to Raganuga. But fear, out of fear you chant is Vedic bhakti. But out of love and devotion, you want to chant. You have a raga for chanting. So it will lead to you Raganuga Bhakti. So depends why should we fear. The whole class we gave was on fear. Bhayam dvitiya abhinivesata syat viparjaya smriti tanmaya abhijeta guru devtatma isad upetasya guru devtatma. So we have to learn to depend on Guru and Krishna. If something is not possible by us, then no lamentation, no nothing. Maybe that was not in my fortune, And if it is you want that, maybe it is up to Krishna and Guru to give it to you or not give it to you. Maybe it may become a cause of your distresses or something bad. They may not give you. It's like a child, you don't give telephone in his hand, so his eyes are, problem and so many tablets and so yeah,
चैंटिंग करने से भी भय चला जाता है.
yes. Abhay means thinking ourselves as material body. That's where the Bhaya arises. Bhayam Vidya Abhinives. I am a spirit soul, but we think Vidya, I am body. Here comes from that illusion, Maya comes to. Another question, yes.
Guru Maharaj, like Guru Maharaj said that let other person win in the argument. So sometime when you try this thing, the other person getting that easy winning, feel them a loser because they want to fight. They want to win but through a fight and argument and a conclusion. But when you let them win, they feel like, oh, we are losers. Like, so that not help sometime. So both has to understand like the way that, okay, if he's letting you to win, just stop it here. But they think, oh, he's so calm, he's so.
I was right. That's why I win.
Yeah.
Should come after fight,
Yeah.
not as a gift.
Yeah, because they want to fight. Like if they started fight, they want to fight.
Well, one biggest thing is that you people are very young and your marriage is young, like 10 years or 12 years.
15 years marriage तो भी young नहीं है ना.
It takes time. And after a while your senses will become dull, your mind will become dull, intelligence will become dull. Then you tend to accept everything.
But when you are arguing, then nobody listens to nobody. They just talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Argument.
I think Maharaj, you said one of the things that respect your partner as well, which is very important, right? And you say I'm on your side, and she says I'm on your side, right? So you both have to, and you mean it. So I remember that also from one of your.
Book, read the book for marriage. It's a good tips on there. Good tips.